Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced that the few remaining COVID restrictions in England will be scrapped sooner than initially planned. At PMQs on Wednesday, February 9, Mr. Johnson confirmed that he expects all remaining coronavirus restrictions to end a full month early. The rules, which include the self-isolation period for those who test positive, were due to end on March 24, but the Prime Minister has now said he wants to bring this date forward. He said, "It is my intention to return on the first day after the half-term recess to present our strategy for living with COVID. Provided the current encouraging trends in the data continue, it is my expectation that we will be able to end the last domestic restrictions, including the legal requirement to self-isolate if you test positive, a full month early. Under current England COVID rules, anyone who develops COVID symptoms or tests positive must self-isolate for 10 days, or 5 full days if you get 2 negative lateral flow results on days 5 and 6. Face coverings are no longer mandatory in public spaces, but are still required in health and care settings, including hospitals, GP surgeries and pharmacies. Some shops can still ask customers to wear face masks and they are required on public transport in London. Certain local authorities have also encouraged face coverings in the communal areas of schools. The need for NHS COVID passes have ended, but venues can still choose to ask people for one before they enter. All current restrictions are due to expire on March 24, but Mr. Johnson told MPs he expected the last domestic rules would end earlier, if positive trends in COVID data continue. He said he intends to return after parliamentary recess, which runs from Thursday 10 to February 21, to outline the government's strategy for living with COVID. This decision comes after recent data from the Office for National Statistics showed that there's been a week-on-week decline in positive COVID results in the UK. Recent figures also indicate that hospital admissions have gone down by over 10% in the previous 7 days approaching February 3. However, deaths within 28 days of testing positive have somewhat increased, with 1,802 people dying, according to data leading up to February 8. Downing Street has said that all restrictions will be replaced with guidance. For example, people will be urged not to go into work if they have COVID, but your employer could still expect you to come in. In contrast to England, the Scottish Government's COVID rules are set to remain till September 24, though legislations on mandatory face coverings and vaccine passports in some settings was initially due to expire at the end of the month.